Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Mike of the Benzo Effect channel. I'm going to show you how to install this awesome EUP vest and earpiece made by Hanako step by step, and I'm going to show you how easy this is. Let's go. As always guys, if this video helps you in any way, be sure to hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that, and if you're brand new to the channel, feel like subscribing, please do so. First step we're going to do is go to my documents page. I'm going to link all of these down below in the description. I have a main document that has all my LSPDFR content on it. If you go and hit Control F, you can usually find things a little easier. So for me, I'm going to hit EUP. And the very first thing we're going to do is grab the emergency uniform pack first. If you do not know how to install this, be sure to watch my emergency uniform pack install tutorial. And we're going to download this file here. The next file we're going to grab is the EUP menu. We're going to click on that. And then we're also going to download this file as well. The next file we're going to grab is the EUP Tactical Vest and Earpiece made by Hanako. Now my advice when you go to download this, there's three separate files. The one you're going to want to click on, probably you're going to want to click on this one, but my advice is go ahead and download an older version. It's a 0.9.3.1. It's an all-in-one type package. It's a little bit easier to install that. If you feel comfortable installing the different skins for these particular vests that are laid out in different kinds of folders, feel free to do that at a later time. But for now, we're going to download this one. The next step is to go to your main game directory. It's called your Grand Theft Auto 5 folder, and you need to have a mods folder. If you do not have a mods folder, what I would do is right click, create a new folder, and then just call it mods. And then the next step, what I like to do personally, is to left click on your update folder, right click, go ahead and copy that entire thing, and then go back into your mods folder, and then right click, and then paste. And if you're on a solid state drive, an SSD drive, it should only take maybe about a minute and a half or so. If you're not on a solid state drive, just on a regular typical hard drive, it may take upwards of 30 minutes or so, or even a little bit longer. You may not have a Time64 folder. That's something I did previously, but you should end up with at least in your entire update folder. And there's a reason why I'm telling you this. Let's move on to the next step. The next step is to make sure you have Open4 installed. If you do not know how to install this, make sure you go back and watch my Open4 install tutorial. It's super easy. It only takes a couple of minutes to actually install this. And then the next step is to make sure you have your ASI loaders installed. Go to Tools, go to ASI Manager right here, and then make sure all three of these are installed: ASI Loader, OpenIV.ASI, and go ahead and install Open Camera. If you see anything where it says install, make sure you install all three of those. And so what you should end up with is a mods folder. It should be like a purple color, and then you'll have your update folder as well. And we're going to dive into that in just a moment. The next step is to make sure you pull up your main game directory. That's your Grand Theft Auto 5 folder. We're going to open up EUP LNO 8.1. You're going to take your plugins that's inside this folder right here, and you're going to pull it directly into your main game directory. And I already have it installed. It's going to blend in with this plugins folder right there. And then what you're going to want to do is take this EUP. It's called an LNO 8.1.OIV. It's a package installer. You're going to pull this onto your desktop, and then we're going to go back into OpenIV. You're going to turn edit mode on. And then the next step is to go to Tools, go to Package Installer, and then you're going to find that file you just pulled onto your desktop, and it's EUP LNO 8.1.OIV. You're going to click on that, double click, and then you're going to click on Install. And notice you do not want to go into your Games folder, you want to go into your Mods folder. And then my pathway may be a little different than yours, so disregard. You probably know how to get there already. Go ahead and install. Okay, installation succeeded. The next step is we're going to open up EUP menu, and then we're going to open back our main game directory right here. We're going to take the EUP menu, and it has two files. It has a plugins folder and it has a Rage Native UI.dll. You may have one of these already, and you can overwrite the old one. That's fine. We're going to highlight both of these, and I already have this installed, but it's going to ask to overwrite. We're going to drag it into your main game directory just like that. All right, that is the menu that you'll need. The next step is go back to Open4, click on Mods, and what you're going to want to do is go to Update Time64, DLC packs. And I went ahead, I have all these installed already, and it is important to note, it may not be 100% important to copy the entire update folder into your mods folder. I do like to do that because I do a lot of modding and I like to have all of my DLCs already ready. But if you look at the top right here, since we just installed the EUP as an OIV package installer, it's going to be right here at the very top. So we're going to double click this. We're going to go to dlc.rpf. We're going to go to times 64, and you're going to see 3 main .rpf files. You're only going to pay attention to the EUP underscore component peds.rpf. You're going to double click that. You're going to see a lot of folders. You're going to come back over to the right. You're going to open up the EUP vest, and you're going to double click the folder, and you're going to see a folder called file. Looks like 5 files right here are going to blend into this and merge with the rest of these and replace some older files that we do not really need. Make sure edit mode is on. Otherwise, if you try to do this, you'll get a kind of either a black or a red circle with a line through it. So make sure edit mode is on. And this is why we're working inside the mods folder. It's super important. We're going to highlight all these, and we're going to throw them right into this. And open 4 is very unforgiving, so it's not going to warn you. So that's why it's important to work in your mods folder. We're going to do one more step, and then we're going to get into the game. Since the EUP is considered a plugin, what you want to do is make sure that your Rage hook is loading that particular plugin. What you're going to do is double click your Rage icon, and I renamed mine to Rage plugin, so yours may be named something different. You're going to double click this, hold down your shift key for approximately 2 to 3 seconds. You're going to get to your main Rage menu. You're going to go to plugins, and notice the EUP is considered a plugin, and the Rage hook doesn't know to load this, so make sure you click on that, and that way it can load it when the game starts. So let's go ahead and save and launch. Okay, here we are in game, guys. This is my default uniform. What you can do is press F11 to get to your EUP menu. Notice we do not have EUP Serve and Rescue. It just doesn't suit this particular install tutorial for the vest. So we're going to go to EUP Law and Order. We're going to click on that. If you want to watch my EUP install tutorial with skin control, I would invite you to do that. It'll show you how to get your character exactly the way you want it. So that's a really fantastic tutorial right there. But for now, we're going to go to LSPD, and then we're going to go ahead and go up to Task Force. I'm going to show you something that looks a little bit better, and we're going to click on that. Now this is the default vest for Task Force, but we're going to change all that. We're going to press backspace and backspace again, and we're going to go to Wardrobe right there. And then we're going to click on Create an Outfit, and you're going to arrow up with your arrow keys. You're going to go to Armor, and you're going to notice that the actual armor is going to change. And this is where the vest by Hanako comes into play, about right here. So you'll notice that everything kind of looks pretty nice for the most part. And then you'll arrow over until you get the vest that fits your character the best. So I'm going to show you, and you'll see that badge right in the middle of his chest. I'm going to show you how to make that go away in just a moment. And then you'll notice that some of these actual armor or the actual vest fit your character a little bit too big. And that is because it depends on what you have underneath. So if you have a hoodie or a jacket, it just depends on what you have underneath. So I have a t-shirt, so it fits me pretty good at the moment. But you'll notice that some of these do not fit very good, but this one here fits pretty good. And notice my badge is still peeking through. I'm going to show you how to change that. All right, this is pretty nice. And that's actually a fantastic one right there. FBI. And then you'll notice that some of these fit a little bit too large. That one's actually really good right there. It's kind of showing you through the different vests. And that one, for example, is way too big for my character. It looks really nice, but it just looks way too big. If you have something underneath, like a jacket or something, it'll probably fit better. So we're going to keep going. Notice that's way too big as well. But you'll notice between the number 42 out of 56 and number 43 out of 56, you'll notice if it's way too big, if you move it over, it fits your character a little bit better. And then you just kind of start scrolling through these, the ones that you like, and you'll find the exact one you want to do your patrol with. And then it stops about 38. So if you find one that you like, say for example, maybe you like this one and the badge is peeking through. So if you go to undercoat and you arrow over, you'll notice that the badges will start changing. So if you arrow like this one right here is 115 out of 165 and takes the badge and puts it on the leg. And then if you arrow again, it'll put it on the chest, and one more time. And so maybe that might suit you a little bit better right there. So you can use different style vests. You can go back here now and you can start changing these vests to the, to the point where you like it. All right. And then we'll go with something sort of like, maybe we'll do a police, maybe US Marshal, and see the badge right there fits it really nice. So hopefully this helps you, and then make sure you go and save and continue right there. And then you can name this right here and then say US Marshal or something like that. There you go, just like that. And then just backspace, backspace. And then you have a US Marshal outfit, and you can save those as much as you like. If you have skin control installed, if you watch my EUP with skin control, you can actually save this as well by going to F8, and I won't go into too much detail, but you can also save it here, and there's about 25 different save slots. Makes it a lot easier. So that way, for example, if you go to here and maybe you're in the sheriff district, for example, okay, and I'll show you how fast skin control works. Hit F8, go to load, US Marshal, just like that. So if you like that style of tutorial, make sure you watch my EUP with skin control install tutorial. It's a lot easier to find your outfits and things like that. If this video helps you in any way, guys, be sure to hit the like button. I really appreciate that. I've been on YouTube for about 4.5 years, so if you're brand new to the channel, welcome first of all. And then if you feel like subscribing, please do so. I release daily content, and I stream almost every single day, usually around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have a lot of fun in the channel. So I hope you guys enjoy yourself. Thank you to the patrons and the members. We've been growing like crazy. Thank you guys so much. You guys are like freaking heroes helping me out with this channel. You guys take care. We'll see you on the next patrol. Stay safe. Y'all are sick.
Thank you for watching Benzo's YouTube channel. Be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Benzo uploads often, so stay tuned for the next episode.